Hey, what's up guys, this is Shukesh and today I will be talking about top 5 issues of OnePlus 5 that are currently trending. So without any ado, let's get to it. First of all, let's talk about the jelly scrolling effect of the display. Well, some OnePlus 5 users have reported encountering a strange jelly-like scrolling effect. The text and the images on their screen expand and shrink while they swipe on the screen in the opposite direction. My OnePlus 5 is also facing this issue, so looks like there are considerable amount of phones with this effect. Now, XDA developers found that the device's screen is apparently mounted upside down. There is an image of teardown of OnePlus 5 and also OnePlus 3T, which I still have with me. You can clearly see that the display is mounted upside down. The display controller code clearly defines that the panel is oriented 180 degrees. It's not proven that inversion of the screen is the reason for this effect, but if you download a screen rotation application from the Play Store into your smartphone and rotate the screen of your display 180 degrees, you can probably replicate this jelly scrolling effect on your smartphone. However, this is not true for every smartphone. So why did OnePlus inverted the screen? Well, from the teardown you can clearly see that the screen attachment module of OnePlus 3T has been taken up by the OnePlus 5's camera sensor, so the manufacturer might have decided on rotating the screen to fit in the new camera module. Well, this might be a minor issue and doesn't affect the smartphone's performance at all. It's not a bug or error. OnePlus did this deliberately, so you cannot expect a fix for this. Since it's technically not a defect, an OTA update cannot resolve this issue. You can obviously return your OnePlus 5 if this issue is in your smartphone and you cannot just bear with it. Let's move to the next point. Few days back, a customer in India reported he received a faulty unit of OnePlus 5 without the volume rocker. The image shared by the user on social media showed an empty slot where the volume button should have been. He later found the volume rocker inside the package. Amazon India ultimately authorized a refund for the phone since the handset was out of stock. So if you cannot find the volume rocker on your smartphone, don't get shocked, you are not the only one. Of course, this is just a one device that faced this issue. We cannot really blame the whole lineup, of course. Next, the telephoto lens that is marketed as 2x zoom isn't actually optical zoom as you'd expect from a telephoto lens. Instead, it's actually 1.6x optical zoom with remaining 0.4x realized through smart capture multi-frame technology. It's also important to note that OnePlus 5 isn't actually marketed as having 2x optical zoom but rather 2x lossless zoom. There are several ways you can achieve lossless zoom. Most probably the smartphone camera application is slightly zooming into the image, which results in negligible loss in quality. So I don't think it's technically possible to offer lossless zoom without having the actual hardware for it. This is gonna surprise many buyers since it seems confusing to advertise 2x zoom with a dedicated 2x jump on the camera app. For comparison, iPhone 7 Plus, which also offers 2x zoom, it is actually an entirely optical system. Since OnePlus 5 is directly competing with iPhone 7 with the same camera module, same design at the back, these facts needs to be taken into consideration as well. Now, you might have already heard about benchmark cheating case of OnePlus. They have reportedly provided review units to reviewers and journalists that cheats on benchmarks. So the benchmark test that you might have seen on YouTube and also web pages last month before placing an order for this device might contain misleading results. This is not the first time the company is caught cheating on benchmarks. Well, OnePlus 5 is an incredibly performing device that really doesn't need any benchmark cheating to make a statement. I mean, seriously, why this ugly race? Having slightly higher score on some benchmarks doesn't really mean your smartphone is going to be faster in real world. Of course, they wanted to beat others, but with cheating. A few days back, I received a text from OnePlus that states, "Thanks for making OnePlus 5 the highest grossing smartphone ever." Well, really, The truth is, the device was actually highest grossing smartphone on Amazon India during at launch week. They conveniently removed the at launch reference, making it seem like OnePlus 5 is the highest grossing phone ever. It is true, Amazon reported that it witnessed 3x jump in growth in the first week of sales of OnePlus 5 compared to its predecessor OnePlus 3T. Earlier this year, OnePlus also rolled out a huge advertising campaign stating OnePlus 3T is the highest rated smartphone ever. Again, OnePlus doesn't really need such aggressive marketing. Their phones are really great, might be flagship killers in some ways, we know that, but why spoil the smartphone brand image? Of course, as per the price, OnePlus 5 is the best smartphone in its class, puts up a really great fight against those so-called premium flagships with double the price tag. It is obviously wise to buy OnePlus 5 and save money for something else since you get most of the features that Galaxy S8, LG G6 Plus or iPhone 7 Plus offers. But you might be mistaken if you think that OnePlus 5 is actually better than those high-end flagships in every department. Well, that's all in this episode. I am trying this vlogging thing for the first time. I hope that you liked it. More on the way. Do consider subscribing to this channel. This is Shukesh signing off. Keep in touch.